Good morning and Jai Hind children. Welcome to biology class. Children, we have already completed term 1 syllabus in bio. So now today we are starting with a new chapter of biology, that is chapter number 8, getting to know plants. Okay, so this is term 2 annual syllabus. So before starting this chapter, first have a look over the syllabus of annual term 2. So I think there are 3 chapters in term 2. You have chapter number 8, getting to know plants, chapter 9, the body and its movement, and chapter 7, living and non-living. So in annual term we have to study these 3 chapters. Okay, and there are 3 activities, activity 5, 6 and 7, that also we will perform. Okay, so accordingly, so today we are going to start with the chapter number 8, that is getting to know plants. Okay, so children, please open your science book, open chapter number 8, getting to know plants. So as the name of the chapter says, getting to know plants, so I hope you have got some idea that in this chapter we are going to talk about plants. Alright, so we know that plant is a living organism. Yes, apart from plant there are animals, microbes and humans. They are also living beings, or they are also living organisms. So in this planet Earth, we have 2 different types of organisms. That is, one is living and another is non-living. Okay, we know what is the difference between living and non-living. Okay, so here in this chapter we are going to talk about living organism, and in living organism we will be focusing on plants. Okay, so we see all around us there are several types of plants present, isn't it? So children, most of you know that why plants are important. So plants are important for our survival, isn't it? Plants gives us oxygen and we breathe oxygen. Alright, then only we can survive. Plant gives us various medicinal plants, various medicines. Plant gives us timber, plants gives us wood, plants gives us several things that are very essential for us, alright, for other living organisms. So plant plays a very essential role for the existence of this universe, of this earth, alright. And we know there are several different types of plants present around us. Okay, children, as we as a human are having different body parts. We have face, we have hands, we have eyes, we have mouth, we have ears, we have legs, and each and every body part of ours perform different functions, isn't it? In the same way, plants are also having different body parts and they also have their specific functions. Okay, so in this chapter, that is getting to know plants, we will be focusing on different varieties of plants. We will be talking about the flowering and non-flowering plants. We will be talking about different parts of plants. Okay, so this chapter deals, basically it moves around all the things that we know about plants. Okay, children, we have also seen around us that there are certain plants that contains flowers, but there are also some plants that does not contain flowers. Why is it so? Why certain plants are containing flowers, why the other do not? Okay, so all these types of things we are going to study in this chapter, that is getting to know plants. Okay, so I hope now everybody is ready. So children, please open this chapter, chapter number 8, getting to know plants. Okay, so first I'll be showing you the PowerPoint and we'll see what are the topics that are included in this chapter, and one by one we'll discuss it. Okay, so now I'm going to share the PPT. Alright, so this is chapter number 8, getting to know plants. So what are the topics that are included in this chapter? They are herbs, shrubs and trees, plant system, the root, the stem, the leaf, the flowers and fruits. Okay, so in this chapter these are the main headings that we are going to study. Okay, so today I will be covering two topics, that is herbs, shrubs and trees and plant system, and if I'll get time we'll also cover the root. Okay, so these are the topics that we are going to study today. Okay, so let's again see what is there in the chapter. Let's see the PDF of chapter. So this is chapter number 8, getting to know plants. Okay, so the first topic we are seeing here is herbs, shrubs and trees. Okay, then we have plant system, the root, the leaf, the stem and everything. Okay, so this is very interesting chapter. So children, we see around us different types of plants. Okay, some plants are very small, some plants are large, trees are very tall, some trees are very tall, some are very small, trees are having different shapes. Okay, so why is it so? What is the difference between all this thing we are going to talk about in this chapter. So first topic in this chapter is herbs, shrubs and trees. Okay, so what is herb, what is shrub and what is tree? Before that, first you should know that there are two basic types of plants. What are they? They are flowering plants and non-flowering plants. The plants that contains flowers are called flowering plants. Plants that cannot bear a flower is called non-flowering plants. You can see in the diagram here. So this first one is containing pink flowers. So it is a flowering plant. Okay. These grasses and everything, tulsi, they do not contain flowers. Okay. So they are called non-flowering plant. Alright. So basically the broad category, broad differentiation or broad types of plants are two. First is flowering and second is non-flowering. Flowering is the plants that contains flower, that can bear flowers are called flowering plants. The plants that cannot bear the flower are called non-flowering plants. Getting it? Now, apart from that, depending on the size of plants, it is also categorized into three parts, that is herbs, shrubs and trees. Okay, so before coming to this, let's see the PPT first so that it becomes clear. Okay, so plants have three parts: herbs, shrubs and trees. Okay, herbs are smaller in size. Herbs are smaller in size. Shrubs are little larger in size than herbs. Trees are very tall. Okay, so let me differentiate between all three in a very quick manner. See, if you are seeing herb here, they are not having a very well defined stem and they are not having various branches, isn't it? So this is herb. Okay, if they are having a stem, that stem will be very weak and it will be of green color. Getting it? So this is herb. Okay, for example, we have aloe vera. Everybody has seen an aloe vera plant. So aloe vera is a type of herb. Tulsi plant everybody has seen. So it is a type of herb. Getting it? Now coming on to shrub. Shrubs are having a stem. Okay, and these stems are also having various branches. The lifespan of shrub is a little larger, a little longer than herbs. Shrub ज़्यादा time के लिए exist करता है than herbs. Getting it? So we can see rose plant, it is a shrub. Okay? Hibiscus plant, it is a shrub. Okay? And then we have a coconut or cotton plant. Cotton plant is also a shrub. Getting it? So they require certain larger area than herbs. Getting my point? Now, what about trees? We know that trees are very large. They are very strong. They can survive for a longer period of time. Okay? Then shrub. Trees are having trunk. This brown, broad brown border you are seeing, this is a trunk of the tree. Okay? So trees are containing trunk, whereas shrub and herb do not contain trunk. Getting it? Let's see a few examples of herbs. So this basil is a herb. You can see all these examples are of herbs. So they are small. They require less space. Okay? There are not several branching present in these herbs. And they are very small, like basil, like parsley. We have rosemary, bay, oregano. So all these things are what? They are herbs. They are smaller in size. Then coming on to shrubs. So shrubs are like rose plant is a shrub, mum's plant is a shrub, cotton plant is a shrub. You can see several branches here and they require a little larger place. Okay, so they are called shrubs. Getting it? Though they do not have any trunk, but they can withstand straight. Getting it? So this is shrub. Alright. Now coming on to trees. So we know that we have seen various shapes of trees. Okay. Like banyan tree is having a different shape. Ashok tree is having a different shape. Similarly, peepal is having a different shape. Alright. Peepal tree is having a different shape. Neem tree is having a different shape. So there are different types and shape and size of plants and trees. So they are trees. They have trunk. They can survive for a longer period of time than shrubs and herbs. Getting it? So this is tree. Alright. So now coming back to the chapter, let's see what is written there. Okay. So we have talked about flowering plants. We have talked about non-flowering plants. So plants like rose, sunflower and mango are flowering plants because they are having flowers. We have seen rose flower, we have seen sunflower, we have seen mango flower. So mango tree is also containing a flower. Okay. So they are called flowering plants. Whereas ferns, mosses, ferns and mosses are what? They are a small herb-like structure like tulsi, grasses, all they are not containing any type of flowers. So they are called non-flowering plants. So they are called non-flowering plants. Getting it? So it is broadly classified into flowering and non-flowering. Another way of classifying plant is according to their size and nature of their stem. So based on this, plants are classified as herbs, shrubs and trees. So herbs are having a weak stem, shrub is having a little stronger stem and the stem is containing branches. Trees are having a very strong stem. They also contain trunk. Alright. So this is the difference between herbs, shrubs and trees. Herbs are smaller in size, shrubs are little larger in size and trees are very large in size. Okay. So these are the examples of herbs, shrubs and trees. What is the example of herb? Tulsi, basil, parsley, all these things are example of herbs. Rose plant, hibiscus, cotton plant, all these things are example of shrubs. Now trees, mango, banyan tree, neem tree, all these are the examples of trees. Getting it? So now moving ahead. So here are some differences given depending on size, nature of stem, and we have examples. So size, herbs very small, usually less than 1 meter high, shrubs medium sized, and trees tall. So we have already seen the figures. Nature of stem, if we talk about, so they have green stem, okay, they have hard stem but not very thick, okay, whereas trees are having hard brown thick stem and they also contains trunk. Examples of herbs are grass, tomatoes, wheat, mint, all these are examples of herbs. So children, you should remember it. Now shrub का example क्या है? China rose, that is hibiscus. Hibiscus you must have seen, red color का होता है उसमें. I will show you later when we will talk about flowers. I'll show you the hibiscus flower. Okay. Then we have rose, pomegranate. So all these things are the example of shrubs. Trees, neem tree, peepal tree, mango tree, flame tree is the example of trees. Okay, alright. So this is the difference between herbs, shrubs and trees. Okay. Now, apart from herbs, shrubs and trees, there are certain more different types of plants that exist. That is creeper and climber. Okay. We also have two different types of plants, that is creeper and climber. Now what is creeper and what is climber? So as the name says creeper, creeper का क्या मतलब होता है कि जो फैल जाए या जो स्क्रॉल करे, that is called creeper. Okay, so creeper are basically those plants that are having very soft stem और जो सीधे खड़े नहीं हो सकते. They cannot stand straight. Okay, they can be broadened, they can be like, वो फैल सकते हैं पर वो stand नहीं कर सकते. Like strawberry, it is an example of creeper. I'll show you the figure. Okay, now what is climber? Climber मतलब climb करना. Climb करने का मतलब ऊपर की तरफ चढ़ना. So if you have seen a money plant, so money plant क्या होता है? वो धीरे 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 ऊपर की तरफ चढ़ जाता है because it is containing tendril. Okay, that we will talk about later. Okay, so apart from herbs, shrubs and trees, we also have creepers and climbers. So let's see what is creeper and climber. Now come back to this. Let's see what is creeper and what is climber. Okay, so can you see here these strawberries? Yes, so you can see this strawberry is not standing, they have fallen. वो नीचे की तरफ झुके होते हैं और वो फैलते जाते हैं. Okay, they are called creepers. You can see the stem is folded downwards. Okay, stem is not straight, they are folded downwards, they cannot withstand straight. Okay, they are called creepers. Whereas here in the next figure, if you see, this is a money plant and it is climbing above and above. वो पूरे, even they can cover the whole wall of your house. Okay, so it is called climber. Getting it? Creeper and climber. Creeper will fall off and it will फैलता चला जाएगा. It will be broader, will cover the whole ground. Whereas climber will climb above the wall and will cover the straight hands. Getting it? So this is creeper and this is climber. Example of creeper is pumpkin, strawberry. All these are the examples of creeper. What is the example of climber? we have money plant is the example of climber. Okay, grapevine is the example of climber. Okay, so all these things are examples of climber. Let's see what is written in the chapter. Okay, so what is creeper? So these are the plants with weak stem and cannot stand upright. They cannot stand upright. Some of these is spread out on the ground. For example, strawberries. They are called creeper. I hope now it is clear to you. Others climb up with the help of a support. For example, grapevine, gourd. So all these things are called climber. Even money plant are also called climber. Getting it? So we have talked about, first we have seen there are two broad classification of plants. We have flowering plants and we have non-flowering plants. Flowering plants that contain flowers is called flowering plants. Non-flowering plants which do not contain flowers is called non-flowering plant. Now, differentiation of plant on the basis of size. So they are herbs, shrubs and trees. Now you are clear with what is herb, what is shrub and what is tree. Okay. Then again we have seen, apart from herbs, shrubs and trees, we also have two other types of plants, that is creeper and climber. Yes, we have creeper and we have climber. Example of creeper is strawberry and example of climber is grapevine, money plant, gourd. All these things are example of climbers. Getting it? Now coming to the next topic, next segment of the chapter, that is plant system. Children, everybody has seen a plant. Yes. So like we are having different body parts and different body parts is performing its own different function. Similarly, in the case of plant, they are also containing different body parts and different body parts perform different functions. Okay. So let's see in the diagram. So if we talk about plant system, so this is a complete plant. Okay. So now plant system is divided into two systems. What are they? It is shoot system and root system. What are the two systems? Root system and shoot system. ठीक है? जितना भी पार्ट हम ग्राउंड के ऊपर देख रहे हैं, everything, the part of plant that we are seeing above the ground level, they are called shoot system. Okay. Now the things of plant that is embedded inside the soil, that is present inside the soil, is called root system. Okay. That is underground is called root system, and that is the part which is above the ground is called shoot system. Okay. Now root system contains root. This is called root of the plant. Okay. Now shoot system contains first stem, leaf, fruit, flowers and bud. Bud is what? The flower that is not yet grown or flourished, that is called bud. Okay. So the shoot system contains stem, leaf, fruit, flowers and bud. Getting it? Alright. So this complete is a shoot system and this is a root system. Okay. So plant system is divided into two parts. It is divided into two parts. What are the two parts? Root system and shoot system. Okay. Alright. So it is clear to you that the part that is underground, that is beneath the soil, is called root system, and the part of plant that is above the soil is called shoot system. Okay. So let's see what is written. Root system. The underground part of the plant or the part that remains in the soil is called root system. Okay, it consists of main root and number of branching roots. So this is a main root जो सबसे मोटा आपको दिख रहा है सेंटर में. This is the main root और ये सब क्या है? इसकी branching है. So these are the branching of roots. Then we have shoot system. So what is shoot system? The green part that grows above the ground is called shoot system. It includes stem, leaves, buds, flowers and fruits. Getting it? So all these things are included in shoot system. Now children, in this chapter we are going to talk about each and every part of the plant. We will talk about what is root, what are the different types of root, okay. Then we will talk about stem, different types of stem, different types of leaves, different types of fruits and flowers. Okay, so this complete chapter is, in this chapter we are going to talk about all these things in detail. Okay, so now first starting with the root system. Okay, so what is the purpose of root, children? Tell me, why is root important for a plant? First, very important thing, it binds the soil and it helps in withstanding and anchoring the plant at the same position. This is the first purpose or first function of root. Second function of root is all the minerals, water and salt, whatever is present in the soil, all the nutrient content that is present in the soil is transferred to the different parts of plants through root. Okay, so root से क्या होता है, जितने भी न्यूट्रिएंट, मिनरल, वाटर जो कुछ भी है वो प्लांट के हर बॉडी पार्ट को मिलता है. That is why root is very important. Now consider you are having two flowers, two plants. ठीक है, आपने क्या किया, एक प्लांट को विथ रूट आपने सॉइल में इम्बेड किया, दूसरे में आपने क्या किया, रूट को कट कर दिया एंड देन यू हैव एम्बेडेड द प्लांट. ओके, नाउ यू water the plant every day. After 2-3 days what will happen? If you will observe that the plant that was embedded with the root is fresh and is still in the same condition, but the plant that is not containing root will die. Alright, why? Because it will not get the nutrient, the water, the mineral that is essential and required for plant. Okay, now there are two different patterns of root also, that is fibrous root and taproot. Okay, so let's see what are the system and what are the parts of plant root. Okay, so we have talked about the plant system. We have root system, we have shoot system, this I have discussed. Now coming on to root and types of root. Children, root, there are two different patterns of root present. One is a tap root, another is a fibrous root. Tap root में क्या होता है, एक सिंगल मेन ब्रांच होगी और बाकी उसके सारे लेटरल ब्रांचेस हैं. ठीक है, but whereas in a fibrous root there is no main branch. इसमें सारी क्या है, सब spreaded है. They are spread all around. Getting it? So this is a tap root and this is a fibrous root. So different parts, different plants are containing different types of roots. Okay, this we will talk in the next class. What is the example of taproot, what is the example of fibrous root, and how these modification takes place, all these things we will talk in next class. Okay, so children, for today your homework is to read first 3 pages of the chapter. Okay, so that's all for today's class. Thank you and Jai Hind everyone.